What's going on YouTube? I'm Z Crams. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. If you've been a long-time follower, you know that I've done some paint work to my cars in the past. I've gotten pretty good at it, and my friends are now starting to ask me to help them out with touch-ups and stuff like that. But today we're going to do something really interesting. We're going to use automotive paint to change the color of my Xbox controller. This project is pretty interesting. There's a PTS, if you don't know what that means, paint to sample Porsche color that I really like. It's called Murano Green. It's from the 90s, and I kind of wanted to see that color in person. My buddy, he has a clown shoe. He actually was thinking about painting his car that color. I wouldn't paint the car that color. He's going to have a shop do it, but we kind of just wanted to see how it would turn out. So I bought the paint, and it needed something to paint. I'm going to paint my Xbox controller, but I'm going to teach you how to do it the proper way. All these YouTubers that tell you how to paint the Xbox controller, they have no idea what they're doing for the most part. So let's begin. Alright, so here are some of the tools that you'll need for this project. Number one, old crappy Xbox controller that barely works. I'll try to fix it if I can. Maybe it just needs to be cleaned. You're going to need some sandpaper. This is 600 grit. This is what you need for a professional automotive paint finish. You're going to need a maroon scuff pad. This is for areas that you can't reach with the sandpaper. It's going to help adhesion a little bit better. You're going to need a screwdriver to disassemble the controller. You can look up how to disassemble it on your own. There's millions of videos out there. It's 10 minutes, easy. You need a respirator. This is very important because the clear coat and the base coat are professional automotive paints. They are not the ones you buy at the store. They have extreme chemicals in them, and if you breathe them in, especially with the clear coat, you will get sick and you could die. So please wear a respirator. Next, we have our base coat, Murano Green. Pretty sweet. I bought it from Paint Scratch. They sell automotive paint in spray cans. Next, this is very important. You need your 2K clear. What is a 2K clear? It's two parts. So basically, there's an activator inside, and that is a professional automotive clear coat. It is not the cheap dupli color that you buy at AutoZone. This can was like 25 bucks. But it's very important because it is a true automotive clear coat. It's not going to peel. It's going to last a lifetime. Next, we have pre-painting prep. This is after you're sanding. When you're cleaning, you're going to use this to get rid of dirt, debris, wax, dirt, all that good stuff. The only thing that I'm missing, which I will get, obviously, is we're painting plastic. So you need adhesion promoter. It comes in a can similar to that or whatever. It's a can. And you'll need that before you put down your base coat. So I'll give you the order. It's going to go sand with 600, scuff in the corners where we can't necessarily get with the sandpaper. Then you're going to do adhesion promoter. You're going to let that sit. Then you're going to do 3 coats of base and 2 to 3 coats of clear. I'm probably going to do 3 coats of clear, maybe even 4, because I'm going to show you how to do a really crazy expensive paint job just by sanding down the clear coat. I mean, that's basically all you do. The more coats of clear you take, the longer it's going to take to dry, but you can wet sand it and make it absolutely perfect. It's crazy. But anyway, let's start this by sanding. I'm going to take this apart off camera. Alright, so now the controller is disassembled. We have the faceplate, these guys, one here, and the back. And then the cool part is the controller over here. This literally took me 7 minutes to disassemble. It's 5 screws right there. Very easy. But anyway, you can look up that video another time. Now let's get to sanding each of these individual parts. We're going to start with the 600 grit, and then we're going to follow it up with the maroon scuff pad just to make sure we didn't miss any areas. On these controllers is a odd plastic like coating. It's kind of hard to see. You just have to get that off. Don't go crazy with the sanding. You really don't have to. You just want to make sure that you scuff it up and it looks dull when you're done. So I'll fast forward to that. Just hit a little bit of a snag. I couldn't find the adhesion promoter. So I just found this universal bonding primer. It's actually a little bit stronger than an adhesion promoter, but the only thing is, adhesion promoter you can start painting within like 20 minutes. I have to wait for this to fully cure in 2 to 3 hours, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it will still give me the same finish. So let's go. So now you put the respirator on. You're gonna use the pre-paint and prep, and then we're gonna put this in primer. All right, so now we're ready for paint. There's a couple of areas that could use some attention, but honestly, it's a controller. We're not gonna do anything about it. We're just gonna paint it and see how it comes out. There's some tricks we can do after we paint it to really shape it up and make it look really nice. This is after 2 coats. Try to go nice and easy on it. I know there's still some blotches, but that'll all be taken care of in the 3rd, maybe 4th final coat. Green is a tough color to cover. What I'm gonna do now is let the parts bake in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. I just am testing this out. Car parts, you can bake it at 150 degrees, up to 180 degrees for 20 minutes, and it helps cure the base coat. So just testing it out. I looked it up. The plastic on the Xbox controller melts at like 250 degrees, so we're good. All right, so this is after baking for about 35, 40 minutes. After 20 minutes, it was looking really good, so I just kept it in there for a little bit longer. It is a really cool color. I can't wait to clear it. I'm gonna clear this probably in a couple days. You really want the layers between the clear and the base to really dry out as good as possible. Because then you're not going to get solvent pop, which is these nasty bubbles that can occur. That's number 1. Number 2, the clear coat, I decided I don't want to spray here. I want to spray it at my garage because it's 10 times worse to inhale that than inhaling this paint. I mean, inhaling this paint is awful. Don't do it. I've never done it. I don't recommend doing it. I wear a respirator. You should too. But the clear coat is so much worse. I just don't even want it near my my apartment. So I'm gonna probably wait till the weekend to finish this up. But for now, the base coat is looking insane. It looks so good. It's hard to tell the color on camera, but I mean, it really changes with the light. It's just really cool. So after putting it in the oven, I noticed that there was some warpage. And don't put it in the oven because this is what happened. I can't put it back together. It's toast, but the paint job itself came out perfect, of course. But the controller is pretty much toast. At least the actual controller itself works, but the outer shell is done. So we're here in the garage now. The first thing you want to do is sweep up the floor because all this crap, if it gets in the clear, you're done. There's no going back. You have to start over. In the base coat, you could fix it. You could do some things, but once it's in the clear, that's it. This right here is a tack cloth. You're going to go over your parts with this before spraying. It removes lint and dirt. It does not remove grease and wax, so make sure you use like a glass cleaner that doesn't have ammonias or anything like that in it, and you can begin spraying the clear. Oh, and put your respirator on first. Here's what we have after 3 coats of clear. Really looks good. I'm gonna put one more on because after this comes the wet sanding phase, and we want to have as much clear as possible for a smooth, even finish. Even though the controller's ruined, I still wanted to finish this for you so you could see that you could have professional results on your own and not be one of those guys that does it half-assed like the other guys and have it fall apart in your hand in a month. This is, other than me putting it in the oven because that was very stupid, this is how you properly do it. So this is what it looks like after clear. I couldn't be happier with the results. I mean, this is professional level. There's a little bit of trash in the clear, but you can sand that out with 1500, then 2000, then 3000, then compound, and then polish. This is about as good as you're gonna get though. Obviously mine is messed up because I put it in the oven, but if I didn't do that, it would have been perfect. I mean, this is, look at this finish. You're not gonna get this from your Walmart spray can. Again, like I said, there's a little bit of dust nibs in there, but that can actually be fixed. So that's it. Great color. You can't really even tell on camera, but it's a really, really cool color. So here's what I decided I'm gonna do. If you have made it this long in the video, thank you for watching. That's really nice of you. I'm happy I'm not boring. I'm gonna give 3 of these pieces away. I'm gonna keep the faceplate for myself, but I'm gonna give these 3 pieces away. So if you comment down below that you want one of these pieces, I'm gonna pick a couple of you and I'll send it your way. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And until next time, peace.